Welcome to the Education News Show. We have an incredible show lined up for you today. We'll hear from Dr. Cruz on the latest with AzMERIT. We'll also talk to Officer Fernandez, our school resource officer from Centennial High School. You'll learn a little bit more about birthday in a bag and how you can bring treats to your son or daughter's classroom. And we'll get a behind-the-scenes look at the Peoria Student Broadcasting Network. All that and more coming up now. So pleased to be joined by one of our school resource officers, Officer David Fernandez, who's the school resource officer at Centennial High School. Welcome, Officer Fernandez.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. I want to talk to you just a little bit really about the role of a school resource officer. I think maybe many may have a misconception that you just simply stand in front of the school building all day and are on patrol back and forth there, but there's so much more to what you do. Tell us a little bit about it.
Right. Well, the original idea is sort of a triangle. There are three pieces, and of course the most important piece is safety and security for not only the students, but the staff members and the community right around the school. So safety is the largest part, but we also have a portion where we're part counselor, mentor. We also teach in the classrooms. We have to teach 50 hours per semester. It's usually law enforcement related topic. But I know each of us get involved too. I help coach our girls softball team, and I know several coach football teams, and they're involved in different ways. Sometimes it's community service and so on, but you really get to know the kids, and so it's not just when you arrive at school and then go home and you're done. And it really is rewarding to watch these guys come in. You know, when they come in as ninth graders, they're kids and they leave young adults, and just to watch the growth and watch them do some really good things.
Well, I'm always amazed with how well you seem to know the students on your campus. You seem to have a knack for recognizing who belongs there and maybe who doesn't, but a lot of that must come from the relationships you build with students.
Right, I think that's one of the most important things. I think we have to know who belongs and who doesn't, and if somebody is on campus, why they're there. Look, the students need to, they should enjoy the high school years. They should go to school, not have to worry about things, just go into the classroom, learn. Because when they leave, it gets serious. You know, all the responsibilities start coming and so on. Let us worry about the other business. But I think you're right. It really does have a lot to do with knowing the kids. You get a feel for if something's wrong. You can watch. You know, I know this is not normal for this person when they're walking across the campus or hanging their head, or they come with a great big smile. Hey, what happened? What's going on? And they're really happy to see you. So, but you have to know. You have to know, and that goes for not only the students but the staff members.
Really taking that pulse with what's going on campus. Well, we hear a lot about school safety in the news. Unfortunately, it seems you can't turn on the TV, maybe pick up a newspaper without hearing something related to school safety. There's been a lot of really unfortunate incidents that we're hearing about. What can students and maybe their families do to remain vigilant and really work hand in hand with what you're trying to do to provide a safe environment on campus?
Well, I think there are a couple of things. One of the most important things, you know, there are a number of us on campus that are out watching and looking for things. We have 2,100 plus students on campus. That's a lot of eyes and ears to keep out. And you know, if they see something, if they hear something, if they know, these are smart young people. If there's something that's not right, let us know. Let your parents know if it's happening at home. You hear something. If your favorite teacher, counselor, come to me, come to, you know, the security guys, whomever, let us know. If something's not right, or just doesn't feel right, let us know. It's so much easier to work down.
It's a good place to start, to have that information.
Absolutely. You get the info and maybe a little piece of information here combined with something else that's going on. You put it together, and you know, I'll give you a good example, and you know, I hate to dwell on the safety aspect, but there was an incident a while back where a young lady in Colorado read something on a social media site about a planned event in Phoenix, made a phone call. You know, she did a great job, made a phone call, and, you know, the authorities were able to head that off before it went anywhere.
So keeping your eyes and ears, you know, on
Absolutely.
everything, and if
Great
you see something,
communication.
say something.
Absolutely,
Of course.
great
Good rule.
communication. Yeah,
Good rule.
and you know, I hope, I know at Centennial there are so many great staff members, teachers, and admin, and so on, counselors. I hope the kids feel open, and, you know, feel welcome to come and let us know if something's not going on. Sometimes kids can be a little hesitant. You know, I don't want to be a red. I don't want to. If something's wrong, let us know.
Sure.
And,
Good rule.
and we'll work through it.
Well, a lot of the feedback we get from students and from parents is that an ongoing trend that we're seeing is kind of a hot topic out there really is cyberbullying. And with the access that students have today to technology, that is really growing as an issue that's facing students and that they struggle with. What are some things maybe that parents could do to kind of intervene in some of those situations? What are some resources maybe for parents and students alike, I suppose?
Probably, when we're talking about communication, probably the number one thing they can do is talk to their kids. You know, what's going on at home, what's going on with the internet. I think a lot of parents feel like they're spying on their kids if they check their social media accounts, and I don't think that way. And it's not because of what I do. I want to know who my kids are talking to. I always felt like, for me as a parent, one of the most important jobs was to prepare my kids when they walked out that door, make good choices. Well, how do you know what's coming through the internet?
Sure.
Because these days, just about anything can come through. So who do you know? I mean, how do you know who they're talking to? What sort of things? And a lot of times, something starts off little and it sort of snowballs. Well, if we're able to get to it here, I'm always very happy to see parents who are checking from time to time, and they'll give a call and say, hey, just so you know, this is going on, or there's, you know, this person's giving my son or daughter a hard time. We're able to get it before
it escalates to something worse.
What escalates, and also a lot of times what will happen in this day and age, you know, I didn't grow up with internet, so I didn't have this issue, but we might have a disagreement between a couple of students, and if it sort of festers, pretty quick their friends get involved because they want to help their friends and their buddies out. And so we go from 2 to 4 to 10, everybody putting their 2 cents in, and
something that maybe could have been avoided.
Absolutely.
Very
something
good.
that could have been.
Well, I know something that the police department is doing in conjunction with the school district to kind of combat bullying is this whole notion of an art and video contest.
Right.
It is something that we've done for the past few years, and we're really pleased to have the Peoria police officers partner with us on this. Tell us a little bit about this year's contest.
It's a great event. I've been involved with it for past several years. I love the event. The kids are very, very creative. Some of our best ideas come from the kids. They're very artistic, and sometimes seeing what they're experiencing, you know, or hearing about it through their eyes is really the best way. It really relates to the other students. We've had some fantastic entries, both video entries, some paintings, some photographs that were just unbelievable. In fact, some of them are on display not only here at the PD, but at the district office. And kids see that and know that it comes from somebody their age. It really sort of hits home. I can remember one of last year's winners from Centennial who, it was a photograph of a person sort of hiding under the blanket, and you could see that a new message had come through the phone. Didn't want to get out of bed. And there are kids that feel that way. We know for a fact, statistics say that there are a number of kids that don't want to get involved or come to school because they feel like they're being bullied.
Very
Let
powerful.
us know.
Very powerful images to see that, for them to see that from their peers. Well,
and there's something we can do about that.
It's true.
So bring it to us. There's a law in Arizona specifically geared towards use of electronic communication to send those kinds of messages. You leave a trail, so it's not hard to find. We just need to know about it. We can address it.
And always good to remind students to be cognizant of your digital footprint, because when you're putting something out there, it really is something that becomes quite permanent and touches many people. So.
You know, that's a great point, because just last week I spoke with our freshman football team. We just talked about be careful about what you put out, and gave a few examples. both in losing opportunities down the road, some of the careers that you might be looking at, and also from the, I gave a couple examples of really highly recruited athletes who lost college scholarships because you represent the company, the university, whomever, and no, we don't want any part of that. So really be careful about what you put out.
All Peoria Unified students are invited to participate in a district-wide anti-bullying art contest, a partnership between the Peoria Unified School District and the City of Peoria. Each student is challenged to develop a visual image or photo that best represents this year's theme, Think Twice Before You Type. For more information, call 623-486-6100 or visit peoriaud.k12.az.us. Always good to hear from you, Officer Fernandez. Thank you for those tips. The Peoria Unified School District is so pleased to have school resource officers on all 7 of our high school campuses, thanks to partnerships with the City of Glendale and the City of Peoria. So we're really proud to have them on our team.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Parents, you've likely heard a lot of information about AzMERIT, and some of you may be asking, what is this AzMERIT, and what does it replace? What's happening in my schools with AzMERIT? AzMERIT is our new Ames test in the state, and it tests our new standards. As some of you are aware, we adopted new standards several years ago. Last year was our first full year of implementation with those standards. So our standards tell us what students should be able to do and know in our classrooms. And then our state assessment, which is now AzMERIT, is a way to measure that. So we did take AzMERIT for the first time this last spring, and we expect those scores very soon. AzMERIT stands for something. It is an acronym, so it stands for Arizona's Measure of Educational Readiness to Inform Teaching. Probably the most important part of that is to inform teaching. Teachers will really use those reports and those test results to inform their teaching with your students. And hopefully we will be working with you as well so that you know exactly what the strengths and weaknesses of your students are, so that you know how we can help you at home as well. Parents, you should expect to receive your scores soon for your students, and we want to help you interpret those scores. Elementary parents should have received some factual information during elementary parent-teacher conferences, as well as some ways to read those scores, a sample score report on the other side of that sheet. High school students received an email with some specific information about those scores. So parents, when you receive that report, you're going to see a double-barrel report. There are going to be lots of lines on that report. I would encourage you to really read that fine print on the report. It's going to tell you exactly what each line on that barrel means, and it will tell you exactly where your student is scoring. It will also tell you where your student is scoring in relation to their peers, in relation to their peers in the state. So it's important to pay attention to all of that information. If you have questions about that, really your first and best place to go is your child's teacher. They can help you with that information, as well as your child's principal. Certainly we have a lot of resources on our website, and we have specific information about each grade level and what children should be expected to master at each grade level. So please check that out as well. Now there's a whole lot of information out there about scores going down. We want to address that right off. Scores really haven't gone down. This is a brand new measure. This is a new baseline of our new standards. So certainly we don't compare Ames and AzMERIT scores. They are a different measure of standards and a whole different test. So it's going to be very important that we have that conversation with our students and that they understand this is a whole new measure and a whole new measurement system of standards. So just a few more helpful hints for parents. Please have conversations with your children. Some of them may feel pretty anxious about these scores. They may feel a little bit anxious because they feel like they have gone down. Please reassure them they have not gone down. This is a brand new measure. Ensure them that they are on track and that they will continue learning and that there are lots of supports in place to help them get there. Parents, you are one of those huge supports. You can help them continue learning at home. There are lots of resources on our website for you to help them do that. Please click on Parents and our Arizona College and Career Ready standards. Please set goals with your child. It's really important for children to have goals. It doesn't matter what age they are, you can set appropriate goals at any age for children. As well as ask questions. Ask questions about with your children and ask them what they're learning each and every day. And don't accept one-word answers, and don't accept that they didn't learn anything in a day, because you absolutely know that they did. So please have those good, rich conversations with your child every single day. Parents, I want you to keep in mind that AzMERIT, while it is incredibly important and it is a big measure of what students are doing and what they should be able to know, it is only one measure. Every single day, teachers are in the classroom and they are measuring what students are doing and their progress in the classroom through assessments, quizzes, just informal checks for understanding. So your teacher is the first and best source of information for how your child is doing in relation to the standards.
Well, in the Peoria Unified School District, we love to celebrate birthdays. I'm joined by Kylie from our Food and Nutrition Department. Thank you for being here, Kylie.
Thanks for having me.
She is here to tell us a little bit about a concept we have called Birthdays in a Bag, where parents can actually order treats for their child in order to celebrate their birthday. Tell us a little bit about that, Kylie.
Yeah, so this is our Birthday in a Bag that we have for students it's their birthday, and we're very excited about it. We have lots of different items that parents can order. We've noticed that a lot of parents want to offer healthier items, but sometimes they don't know where to get it or how to get it, but they want something really special. And so we came up with this idea. It was suggested to us for a birthday in a bag, and it's something that we can order to kind of alleviate the pressure for the parents, but also help create those healthier choices for items that we might already have on hand.
So a parent can go onto the district's website, select something that they'd like to have there for their child's birthday, and then the cafeteria manager at their school will deliver it to them?
Yeah, so there's a short form that is available to parents. You kind of can just fill out, select what items you'd like. You can select milk and cookies, or if you just want a cookie or an ice cream bar. There's lots of different options, and you can select something that would fit your child's, something that he would like or she would like, and then you fill it out, turn it into the manager. You can pay either cash or check, or you can charge it to your student's account. So if you have already the My Student Bucks set up, you can send that, and we can charge that account as well.
Wonderful. And you brought a few of the items here for us today, so we're going to check out a few of them. Of course, probably a lot of favorites are these ice cream sandwiches that you've got here. And then what about these cookies?
These are our chocolate chip cookies. They are baked, so we get the dough into the kitchens, and then we bake them that morning. So they are made to order, which they are delicious. They're personally one of my favorites.
Oh, one of mine as well. And certainly, if you're going to have cookies, you certainly have to have milk as well. So tell us about our milk options.
We have a strawberry milk, a chocolate milk, and a low fat. We also have a skim milk. So they're very low in calories, and also they are nutritious. So we like to.
And you've got some healthier options too. You can do carrots or veggies with ranch dips. We've got that on display here. And important to note that all of these meet the Smart Snacks requirements. Is that right?
Yes.
And Smart Snacks, what is that exactly?
So Smart Snacks is a regulation that was given to all of the schools in the United States that are under the National School Lunch Program. And when we are following those regulations, we have snacks that need to follow those as well. So when we want to provide kids with snacks, we want them to
make sure we're meeting those guidelines, of course.
Yes.
And so all of these do, so that's nice to have.
They are, and we also have other options. So if your child has celiac or maybe has a gluten allergy, we have like sidekicks, which are frozen fruit cups. So if you're kind of looking, I want to get something that's healthier, but he has carrots every day. So we have like a sidekick. We also have whole fruit that we can deliver. We can do sliced apples, bagged grapes, lots of different options.
A lot of different options to make it a great celebration. Very good. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today, Kylie.
Yeah.
Of course, you should check out our website, the Peoria Unified School District. You'll find the order form as well as an array of options so you can make your son or daughter's birthday special. Check out our Birthday in a Bag program when you have a chance.
So As she's doing the switching, she's focused on a lot of stuff going on. She's focused on what her shot looks like, what her next shot's going to look like, where she wants to put the next camera. So all this is going on in her head at the same time as she's trying to switch it. So you need to be up in the booth with him for that entire first half to see how he's calling, see what it sounds like, get the flow, get the procedures down. And you guys are going to roll the carts over to the stands, and you know where all that stuff goes, down back behind the bleachers.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it on inside. We're gonna wait for the canopy. We're gonna have it taped down onto the track field, and then we're gonna have like a little bit on the slack on the grass.
I want you to, whenever there's a junction and there's two of them, we're just going to tie like a shoe tie.
That's some cables, and then I need to grab an adapter for that. Oh no. And I think that's it. We're hooked up pretty much.
So this is your headset, the 1/4 inch is your headset, and this is your microphone. Yeah. The gain, we're going to keep right at 30, right in the middle like that. And then the levels, we're going to center up as well.
Football.
Yeah, there you go, recent.
Yeah.
That's a smart player right there.
Oh yeah.
Above my finger. Yeah, disconnected. Yeah, no Wi-Fi. So we're waiting for the box for the route, and then if this says connected, then that means scoreboard is connected. Need anything? We're all set up here.
Okay. Do you still need that router?
I had a PSPN guy come grab it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, submix. Try that.
Oh, you're still not.
But you can't take aerial photography.
You know I'm taking that, right?
That makes no sense. Our first game drew 40,000 people. They watched it on PSPN. 40,000 people watched that first game. That Cal State, that Cal Poly game.
Trying to get the audio set up, and he's over there right now testing
Everything is set up, so we're good to go.
Should be.
Everything's set up. The only thing you were going to do is hook up the audio for the SDI, and then we're going to test it and we're ready to go.
Hey Kendra, the scoreboard needs to be fixed. Coyotes need to have a 0 next to them.
Hello and welcome. This is senior night here at Centennial. Liberty versus Centennial. Centennial gets to receive.
Telling the B-roll people are supposed to be shooting the crowd and stuff like that. And if you're going to be on the field, be on the opposite side because we can't have you near our camera. Tell them exactly what I just said.
Hassan, give him a 3-second countdown.
Hey, Hassan.
Yeah.
You know what your duty is, right?
Gives him the first down.
As the field camera? Do you know what your duty is as the field camera?
Follow the ball and get coach reactions.
Yeah.
He can run.
Yeah.
Liberty intercepted.
Ball and follow the guy when he goes down. Got it?
And be dangerous.
Yeah. That's got to be
Isaac's
pretty
gonna
nice.
keep it. Who's decent runner himself.
Oh!
He'll get into the corner. Over the pylon. Isaac Steele touchdown for the senior here on senior night. Makes it 13-0.
The fans are wearing camo for senior night, in case you were wondering. They didn't just get back from a hunt. So.
I can barely see him in the audience.
Hassan, note of advice, don't ever film injuries. Got it?
What do I do when there's an injury then?
Go to the crowd.
Like when someone falls down, like don't film that. You always have to be on the ball. Don't film injuries.
Solid kiss by Liberty. A lot of hang time on that. Taking it hard.
Nice job, guys. That was really good.
No, Lydia, you were really good.
My legs are hurting so bad right now.
I can't wait for halftime so Bailey
I
can
know,
take over.
She starts fading it out a little bit.
Your shots look great. You've had a lot of action on this side too, so that's pretty good.
No commercial now? Okay.
And we're back. That commercial was for sushi, and I could really use some food right now. Getting close to halftime, I might give me some.
All right, I'm going to you. Hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna look right at the camera. No, when you're interviewing her, you can go back and forth. Okay.
Here I am with 2 cheerleaders, actually. This is the first year they're going co-ed.
All right, good.
Yes! Daniel Martinez, there we go, son!
Robbie, I'm still on you. I just can't get away from you. It's too good.
No.
Liberty's on the board.
Big third down. Oh! Boston Sanders with the interception. He's got a little bit of running room. Cut back.
Good blocking.
Can the big guy do it?
Oh! All right.
Showing a little athleticism with the jump over the tackle.
It is.
You see, Liberty brought in their athletes. You got Alex Jackson playing defense in there. You got their receiver number 88 out there as well.
Oh.
There he is. He's almost making the play there. Icefield tosses it downfield. Doesn't have many people to throw it to. Liberty intercepts the ball, seals the game.
And
First
that's it.
victory for Liberty Lions over the Centennial Coyotes, and they're celebrating.
It looks like
Great
there's
job for them as well.
very exciting game to watch. Very fun to announce with you.
Yeah, very fun to announce with you. You're fantastic to work with.
That's all for this edition of the Education News Show. We hope to see you next time for our holiday edition, where we'll feature all kinds of ways our students and staff are celebrating the holidays. Until then, thanks for watching.